decision making.
We need to go now.
This isn't going away. I think we need to tell them the truth.
Listen to me!
What is she hiding?
Help him!
I can't help him. You've got a gun in my face.
Well, a very good morning. Welcome along. We've got some amazing timepieces for you this morning. We're going to be going right through the night, a 3-hour special for you, bringing you Swan and Edgar. Now, if you've not seen Swan and Edgar before, they're timepieces that we bring you with amazing heritage behind them. From the department store in the West End of London, that's where it all began, and now bringing you heritage timepieces. Now, the easiest way for you to shop with us here at Ideal World is on our website. So if you go to all the W's, idealworld.tv, you go to the live show that we've got and you select all and then you scroll through. We've got watches for everyone at amazing prices. Everything's coming with complimentary gifts. Everything will come with a free pen, a complimentary pen worth £70 is what we normally sell it for. We're including it with every timepiece tonight. Everything with free delivery at checkout and 4 interest-free flexible payments. Now, Father's Day is coming up in June. Just over 30 days, it'll be Father's Day. If you're looking for a gift for Father's Day, we've got it for you. Ladies, if you're looking for a timepiece, you can see we've got the Crown Diamond watch there. We've also got the Bliss Diamond watch available for you. We've got care kits on the show if you are a collector, but my advice would be shop ahead. And we've also got a very, very special movement. The tourbillon that we have available for you is the most rare movement, but we have it from Swan and Edgar in 3 colourways, but very low stock. So if you want to hear about the tourbillon, stay with us. But we've got a brand new item to show you right at the top of the show. It hasn't been featured before until this evening, and it's an item that you will love when you hear the design detail behind it. Now, if you've not shopped with us before, you just need the item number at the top of the screen. 961656 is the item number. The will go up to price on this almost £310. Comes down to £129.99 tonight. But we also offer FlexiPay. Even if you've never shopped with us before, you'll see a little red box rotates at the bottom of the screen. FlexiPay means you can spread the cost interest-free, and that means 4 interest-free payments. Your first payment just £32.50 on your first of 4, so you can spread the cost interest-free. We're going to talk about the limited edition Navigator watch to begin the evening with you, and I'm joined by the gentleman who knows everything when it comes to Swan and Edgar. David Anthony joins us. Hello again.
It's really pleasant to be here. I feel like I've been here all evening.
Well, funny that.
And it was only another 45 minutes ago that we started this, but here we are again.
But here we are to tell you all about our brand new piece. Now, let's dive straight into this one, because when you see the details on the screen, the limited edition Navigator is what we call a world timer. And I think we need to explain that straight away.
Well, firstly, world timers are really sought after collector's watches. And when you're looking for world timers, you can spend an absolute fortune. Now, Swan and Edgar have introduced this Navigator, brand new this evening. And when you look at it, you'll see 24 cities around the peripheral of the watch. And in that way, we can tell the time so easily across the globe. London is at 01 right now.
Yep.
We set that up earlier because we move it by turning the sub-crown at 10 o'clock. And you can see at New York, it's just time to have an early supper,
yes,
or a late supper.
An aperitif.
An aperitif or something. In Honolulu, it's 1500 hours. And in Bangkok, it's time for a little croissant in the morning. So that is the beauty of the world timer. Great talking point, but this is very functional as well, because in addition to the fact it has day, date, month at 6 seconds, it has the Cyclops eye, so it allows you to be able to tell the time. It has a first layer leather strap, and it is a limited edition, everyone traceable back to them. The people actually made them. That's the forte of Swan and Edgar.
Now, Swan and Edgar are iconic. You may recognise the name Swan and Edgar from the big department store from the West End of London.
Going back to 1812, and now this quintessentially British brand with the bulldog and the swan on the back of every watch. Really something that's been featured in many high-end magazines. And as I say, an emblem of London design and style.
And the prices we have are fantastic on these pieces we've got. This is the black option. You're saving £180 on the will go up to price, but the red option is the one we've fallen in love with. If you want a watch that really pops, that gives you a real talking piece, the contrast of
colours and contrast there, Shaun, are sublime. And in addition to that, so reminiscent of sporting events and the sorts of things that Swan got up to. Look at all the design detail and their little dots at 22 and 02 and 06. You look at those little things there and you say, my goodness, Swan actually have put together a masterpiece of design. Such limited in numbers, and the red first layer leather, each of the leathers there are so comfortable to wear as well. Little Swan latch on the back. Look at the way that the whole watch comes together. It's really quite a talking point.
Now, on all the items we show you, when we show you different colourways, we don't have a huge amount of stock in anything. This is brand new tonight. It's collectible. Now, I said a collectible timepiece that comes with a complimentary gift. Every timepiece that we show you will come with this pen. Now, when we have it in stock, we sell it on our website for £70. That's the price you'll pay on the Swan and Edgar website. This is a really substantial, weighty pen. If you want that as a separate gift, it comes separately boxed. It'll come with every timepiece tonight. It's free delivery at checkout, and it's 4 interest-free flexes. A 5-year warranty and everything hand-assembled, as David said. That's just our first timepiece that we've got for you. However, we do have some items that are time-limited in their prices for the show. A 3-hour special that we've got for you. This is one of those items that are what we call time-limited. Now, when you look at the price, boy, oh boy, is this a clearance price we've got for you.
And we have very few of them as well.
Yes, we just looked at the stock, very few of them remaining. It just comes in this one colourway. This is the Art Deco. You will still get that pen that we talked about. Should be $189.99. It's $94.99, David.
A great introduction to the world of automatic watches. And just a little recap, automatic watches do not require batteries. They work on kinetic energy. As long as you wear the watch, it charges, and then you can leave it overnight. It'll still be ticking away in the morning. That's the idea behind automatic watches. There's a lot of detail in this watch. It has a day-night indicator at 6 o'clock. It has a 24-hour indicator as well. It can tell the time, it can also tell the date, it can tell the month, it can look at the day. It's got around the periphery of that watch a rotating bezel, so you can time your pizza or the time of your car at the parking meter. All of that comes in a beautiful finish with that silicone strap, the tire tread strap that's reminiscent of motoring history. And it's just a Swan and Edgar special. A great introduction at a fabulous price.
Great way to start your collection. If you're looking for a Father's Day present, the price will go up to $189.99 after the show. 585325 is your item number, and everything will come beautifully boxed. Not only have you got a stunning timepiece, you've got a great box if you're giving it as a gift or just to keep the watch in, and on top of that you're also going to get that complimentary pen included for $94.99. We've got less than 20 of these remaining already. 585325 is your item number. 5-year warranty, hand assembled, beautiful silicone strap on that one. Now, that's not the only one that we have on a time-limited offer for you. We're busy on this one already. You've already found it. This is what we call the Pioneer. And stunning, oh my word, I don't think these are gonna last. I say they're time-limited. Don't think they'll even last us for the entire show. This is the Pioneer Sports automatic watch. Couldn't be more different in design to the previous one.
And it's really substantial. 170 grams of weight, alpha hands, date 8 months, 6-second timer, 45mm case size with that mineral glass. It really feels solid on the wrist. Those piston pushers and a crown that is easy to work and change the time or actually change the date on it because it's nice and large. And with my hands and fiddly hands, it really works nicely. We call that an engineered stainless steel strap, protected with an IP finish to it as well. 5-year warranty. Look around the reholt, that's around the periphery of the watch. It's reflecting the light. And the colours there are really special. Red and black always work so well.
It really pops, doesn't it, that red on against the black face that you've got there. The detail on a watch like this will go up to $204.99. It's down to less than £100. 99.99, but it's going to go up at the end of the show. If there's any stock remaining, you will get that complimentary gift, that pen that we normally sell for £70 when it's in stock. You're saving £105 on the will go up to price. It's £25 to you today on your first of 4 flexis. Everything with free delivery at checkout because you're spending over £75. 848248 is your item number there. We're busy on this one. Oh my goodness, really busy on that one already. Be quick if you want that one. We don't have an unlimited amount of stock. 848248. Whatever you're shopping for, if you're new to us here at Ideal World, you always need that number at the top of the screen. Always check out that number at the top of the screen for the item that you are shopping for. Now, I want to show you this one quickly because this is a very different design what we've got for you. I think we've got something for every age group.
We really do, and the range is phenomenal. And in fact, this is the largest range I've ever presented on the show. Look at this. This has got that RAF style to it, but it's also got that quadrophenia retro look as well. The Parker jackets, the mods of the 60s and 70s. This finish, it's probably a month old, this watch. That's about it. Gosh. It's a 2023 watch. It's got that stud finish on that first layer leathers. It's got those roundels and the day, date, month and 60-second timer to it. Cyclops eyes, so you can actually tell the time. Reflection around the reholes of the watch. Beautiful finish to it and really limited in numbers. And if you like this watch, don't dilly or dally.
Don't hang around. And we're going to be saying that a lot this morning with you. Don't hang around. £299.99, the will go up to price down to £134.99. Look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous how it catches the light. That stunning blue that you see there. The blue or the black are your options with this one. 960775. Free delivery at checkout. $33.75 is all you got to pay today on your first of 4 flexis. If you've never used FlexiPay with us before, that's okay. You are eligible to FlexiPay as long as you've got a UK-based address, a UK-based debit or credit card, and you're over the age of 18. There's your second colourway that we've got for you. $33.75. That's your black option. That is a real, again, the designs are real talking points.
They are, and every design takes 6 months of work to get it to that point. And you look at the studs on the side of that watch, it kind of looks like a leather jacket, doesn't it? So you've got mod and rocker both represented here, which I like about the watch. First layer leather will really age nicely as well. Again, this is less than 6 months, or sorry, less than 3 months old as a watch, and it's an absolutely fabulous design.
Love it. And again, I think contemporary-wise, whatever age you're thinking of, we've got something for everybody. Whether it's grandchildren or grandparents, shop the entire website. 960775 for the limited edition flight watch. As I say, the website is the easiest way for you to see everything. If you start shopping for something, we will go to it on the website. But busy across everything we've shown you already. We've got a brand new piece for you. Limited editions, automatic watches, the tourbillon that we've mentioned. We will go into deep detail with that one because it really needs explanation, I think, because of the movement that you've got there. A very, very precise limited edition movement when it comes to the tourbillon open heart. We've got 3 gorgeous colours in that. If you've seen tourbillon before, it's back in stock, but we're in single figures in all the colours in our tourbillon, in red, in blue and in green. So if you do want to shop ahead for that, we will give you a talk around and explain why it's so special. However, I'm so busy already on our brand new item. We're so pleased that you love it, we've loved it, and you're loving that red option that we showed you right at the top.
Is the red in the lead?
Red's in the lead already.
Wow.
It will come with that complimentary pen. We're going to take a very, very short break, but we'll be back in a couple of moments for you. So get shopping. 961656 is the item number. The red option or the black are your options with our brand new piece from Swan and Edgar, bringing us amazing timepieces. David and I'll be back in a moment. A very warm welcome to our show. We have an amazing array of timepieces for you from Swan and Edgar. You may recognise the name Swan and Edgar from the iconic West End London department store that was there for many, many years, right in the centre of Piccadilly. However, they're now very well known for heritage timepieces, timepieces for everyone. And we have got a brand new item. That's the details that you see on the screen right now. If it's your first time shopping with us here, all you need to do is look at that item number at the top of the screen. And if you are shopping, the easiest way to shop is on our website, all the W's, idealworld.tv. When you go to the live show, select everything, select all at the top of the show. You see where it says per page, and then you'll see all the timepieces that we have available for you this morning. A massive array, something for everyone. We've got leather strap timepieces, stainless steel, Milanese straps. We've got limited editions across the board. We've got ladies' timepieces. We've got time-limited offers that are available for this show only, and starting at $94.99, but everything coming with 4 flexible payments available for you. And every purchase of a timepiece will come with this complimentary gift. It's a pen that we normally sell for £70. It's available on the Swan and Edgar website for that price, but you will get that as a complimentary gift with every timepiece tonight. 5-year warranty on everything. You'll also get a limited edition on lots of pieces, and they're all hand assembled. So the quality and the finish that you get is supreme. Now we need to get to this piece that we've got on the screen because you're absolutely loving it. It's brand new with us this morning. We've got it in 2 colours, in a red or a black. Now it doesn't actually say on the details that you see on screen, but this is what we call a world timer. Joining me on the show, David Anthony comes to us, the ambassador from Swan and Edgar. You bring us such a great array of watches.
Well, what a range. This is the widest range of watches I have ever presented. And this is brand new tonight, the Navigator watch in that lovely colour of red and black. 45mm case size, 14mm deep, a lovely rendition of the 24 cities around the world that allows you to tell the time across all of those cities simply by reference to London. Great talking point, and seeing it for the first time, it's great to know it went so well.
Everybody's absolutely loving it. So black or red are your options. Now with that world timer, I'm just going to grab the red one from the cushion there because I want to show you this, and I want David to explain exactly how it works, because if you do want to adjust the world timer, it's just this crown up here.
It is, yes.
And so simple to use. You adjust that to your time zone. So we've more or less done it. It's 1 o'clock pretty much in London on the time zone, and you will see when you go to the 1 a.m. we've got, have we moved it across?
So we haven't moved it completely.
We haven't on this one,
so you need
Where's London
actually
gone?
London is the other way, Sean. Yeah, don't worry. This is always great. This is like Bernie the Bolt and Bob Monkhouse.
It's like a game show.
It is just like a game show. Yeah, it's great. Now London there, you're moving London now to 20. Stop.
There we go.
Stop and fire. That's it. Right. So you can see the Azores 2400 hours, La Paz 2100, Dubai 05 at 5 o'clock in the morning. I won't mention the one between Istanbul and Dubai. And then on the left-hand side, Mexico, it's 7 o'clock in the evening. That is a great talking point. It's called a world timer. Look them up on the web. They're incredibly pricey in most cases. Yeah. This is a £309 watch, which tonight you can get for
less than £130. And do you know what? You don't even have to pay that tonight because we offer the flexible payments. $32.50 is all you've got to pay tonight on your first of 4 interest-free payments. And at checkout, normally we charge you $4.99, but because you're spending over £75, free delivery at checkout. Get these home, open the box, because everything comes beautifully boxed. And those boxes, when you open the box and you take this out, you will be blown away by the quality you get here.
And these are automatic watches with a 5-year warranty, 163 parts and 20 jewels. They're made in limited numbers. They're hand assembled. Each one could be traced back to the people that actually made them. And Swan and Edgar designed these watches in a 6-month process. So each of these watches really considered and really special.
Really special. We've seen the red, but the black is a real classic. If you're buying this for someone else and you want that safety of knowing that they'll love it, go with that black colour option, I think. Real depth to the face, isn't it?
There's something about that being, in fact, the most popular rendition, black and white, and something like 90% of all watches are in that sort of design. But if you want to stand out, you would go for the red. If you want to actually have something a little bit more discreet, you'd go for the black option.
I've just pulled the gift box interview for you because everything comes gift box beautifully. So if it is a gift for someone else, or if you're just thinking, where am I going to keep my watches, you've got that stunning box that you can see there. So that is your black option, but I've got to grab the red again because the red is absolutely flying. Just choose your colorway. Red or black are your options with our brand new limited edition Navigator. 961656 is your item number for the timepiece that we've got there for you. Everything coming with that complimentary gift. A complimentary gift that we normally sell on our website at £70 included. A 5-year warranty, hand-assembled timepieces, and the quality is really supreme from Swan and Edgar. Next up, we're going to talk about something very, very special. Now, the tourbillon movement is in this watch that we're going to show you. When you look at the price, you might think, if you don't know the movement, it's quite a considered purchase. I looked at timepieces today, and I was telling David about this, in excess of £100,000 with this movement.
Indeed, the tourbillons can go up to well beyond that. And we're going to tell you a story about one that's £1 million that was actually one of the ones that Breguet originally made. But this watch is a really considered purchase. They're very rare, very limited, and sublimely beautiful.
Single figures in all the 3 colours that we've got. It is a real drama when you get this home, because when you open this box, it is a real piece that you will absolutely love. So first of all, you've got your outer boxing that you can see just there. Then on the inside, I'm just going to move that box back because I want to lift it out. It's really something very, very special. I feel like I should be handcuffed to this watch. The quality, the finish of everything that you've got, that inner box that you see there, and then when you open the clasp, now imagine if you've bought this as a gift for someone else or just buying it a gift for yourself, when you open this, it doesn't get more special than the tourbillon that we bring you this morning. This is the beautiful blue colourway, and when we talk about tourbillon, David, that's the movement that we're looking at.
The movement in the middle of that watch is a real work of art and was invented by Breguet, who patented this in 1801. Now, Breguet was a complete genius, probably the best watchmaker of all time. And in his lifetime, he made 35 tourbillons, one of which was for the monarch George III. What was special about that was that George III was at war with France at the time, and I'll tell you that story later on. But for now, because we've got the close-up, thanks to Barry's beautiful camera work, we can, or Chris actually, thank you, Chris, look at the, you can see the escape wheel moving around 20 foot, it moves around every minute.
Right.
And that's Breguet's way of negating the forces of gravity which plague the accuracy of a watch. But he could only dream of what you're looking at today. This is called a flying tourbillon, and there are 450 processes involved and 30 watchmakers contributing to this watch. The watch itself has got 19 jewels and 322 individual parts. It has a sapphire glass, it's a 42mm case size, 316 stainless steel and first layer leathers. Everything about this watch is incredibly rare and special. And when you get this home and see the quality of the watch, you will be blown away by how lovely it is.
And then you turn the watch around, because when you look at the back of this, the intricacies are just spectacular.
And the watchmaker here is saying, I want you to see the quality of my work. The synthetic rubies and the mainspring on display here. And through this crystal, you can see the movement of the tourbillon as well. You can see it moving through 360 degrees every minute. This should be in the Tate Gallery. It is so gorgeous.
It's a work of art.
It is
really is.
The finish of the watch, the sculpted look of the watch, the way that the cabochon crown is glinting in the light, and the gull wing finish around the side, the first layer leather. I've never come across such a perfect execution of a tourbillon.
It's also the way that the light dances on the face.
You have an infinity dial, that is called space green, and it's meant to talk about the intersection between the Earth and the stars. As you become a space tourist and you go up in that capsule and you look at the sky, that colour will come to mind.
That is your green. We're busy on the blue already, but then you look at the red. That's the trickiest thing. Now, our usual price on this, you'll see the details on the screen, say 1,999.
So that's magma red.
Wow.
And again, a beautiful colour. We called it a Swan and Edgar Shepherd Sunset, but one of our very famous friends decided it was magma red.
No.
And that has absolutely taken the biscuit there. Look at the way the movement is moving through 360 degrees every minute. That is a work of art. The mainspring you're watching pulsating there and the pallet fork controlling it. These are horological specials. And when George III got his, don't feel alone, he bought it on FlexiPay from Breguet. He did. He didn't pay for that watch in one instalment, ladies and gentlemen. And you probably won't either. You're in the footsteps of royalty.
That is the red, but I've got to take it away and show you that blue option again, because the blue option, oh my goodness. Now, we're single figures in each colourway, but the blue is absolutely flying. If you want the blue option, and remember it comes in this beautiful box, that midnight blue is so classic. Not only have you got the amazing tourbillon movement, and if you research like I did today again, I looked up tourbillon and I looked at the prices you can pay for these kind of timepieces. Spectacular. Nowhere near this kind of price.
And if you try to buy a tourbillon at this sort of price, you'll be appalled at how horrible they look compared with it. They really do not look great. The designs are so fussy and so ill-considered. And this is an elegant, beautiful design. Classic. And I will say another little thing about Breguet. He escaped the guillotine because he was actually the king's watchmaker, and that didn't go down well in the French Revolution. He actually escaped to England, and the only reason he escaped was because he was mates with someone who saved the life of this person by dressing him up as a woman and spiriting through the crowd. And that enabled Breguet to get a visa to come to England.
Fantastic.
So without any of these stories, we'd not be looking at this tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And this is such a beauty. You have to say it's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous, and you're absolutely loving it. 4 FlexiPays means you're paying nothing like the full price, £275 on your first of 4 payments. Free delivery at checkout. 894148 is your item number. The blue, the green or the red, but all already in single figures. Please don't hang around when it comes to a special movement like the tourbillon. 894148, all part of our fabulous range from Swan and Edgar.
Founded by William Edgar and George Swan in the early 19th century, the world-famous Swan and Edgar department store. They have decades of watch design expertise, and now Swan and Edgar return with the mission of building state-of-the-art watches. High-end, beautiful designs that meet today's luxury style aspirations. Swan and Edgar are focused on delivering you a beautiful timepiece of the highest quality and functionality at affordable prices. Each watch is delicately hand-assembled and comes with a 5-year warranty upon registration. Swan and Edgar, style matched with substance and reliability.
Fabulous emblem from Swan and Edgar. It's lovely to have your company. I'm joined this morning by David Anthony, who brings us a massive array of watches and timepieces. Lots of limited editions, lots of automatic timepieces, ladies and gents. So shop ahead on the website, you'll see everything. And we did have an email in, and if you do want to email in, we'd love to hear from you. studio@idealworld.tv, asking if they come with instructions in the box.
And indeed they do. All the watches come with instructions, and this is a little booklet that comes with the watch. It has both the automatic and the quartz movement descriptions to it, and also you'll get the lovely warranty card, which is also really important, because with the warranty card you register it on the website, and then you've got that 5-year warranty, which is industry leading as well. So the two things together come with your watch.
Talks you through everything, how to set the watch, how to get it at the right time for you. All the watches tonight or this morning are coming with that complimentary gift, a pen worth, well, we normally sell for £70. It's out of stock on our website, but I looked on Swan and Edgar, they've got it at £70 today. That's coming with all of our timepieces this morning. And we are going to go to another timepiece that you haven't seen just yet. And you might have seen it if you were with us during the first part of the show. But we've got a piece here that is a Milanese strap, beautiful mesh strap on here. It will come with that pen we were talking about. Now, this is the limited edition race line. Great colourways you've got here.
Brand new this spring. The race line is emblematic of our history of talking about sports and racing in particular. You've got the checkered flag here. That finish in teal is really quite special. Cyclops day, date, month and 6-second timer. Tire tread finish around the bezel, 14 millimeters deep in terms of, I think, the size of that as well. And in addition, it has that little flash on the crown, which is unusual. Milanese strap, which is instantly adjustable out of the box. A nice spring design. And you look around the side, you can see the mirroring. You can see the light bouncing through, and I love that colour and the contrast against the red. But we do have the more classical red and black as well for this particular
So colour-wise, I'm just going to check what we're calling these of the two colours. That silver is the silver option, and the second option is the rose gold. So we're going with the strap colour. That's your silver, beautifully soft on the underside of the Milanese strap. A lovely finish to the strap that you see there. I remember a long while ago, the Milanese used to catch. It doesn't anymore on these. It's beautifully smooth on
This
the
is the shark-proof finish, as we were describing earlier. And of course, the diver wasn't shark-proof, but you could be assured
the watch
that
would be
the
okay.
watch itself would be okay. And this comes back to the 13th century when they were used for chainmail and armour. Probably not a good idea. The Swan, there's Edgar the Bulldog and Swanee McSwanface, the swan on the back of these watches, each one traceable back. You can actually see the serial number there.
Right.
So you can trace it back to the actual manufacturing process and the people that made it. Limited numbers, a really special design from Swan and Edgar.
That's your silver option. Really low stock in the silver, so we're going to move away from that one. Looks like a very different watch in the rose gold option. For me, more dressy,
more dressy, and reminds me so much of the dials on the E-type Jaguars and various other things in the 60s and 70s. That Smith Industries style to it, that black and white. And of course the flash of red as a contrast, and that burnished graining which is catching the light, and the fact that you don't have the hour markers around this watch, you have the minutes or second markers, which again is a talking point. It's the sort of thing Swan and Edgar do to stand out from the crowd.
They introduce unusual design, and that's exactly what you've got with the limited edition race line. It's automatic. That lovely Milanese strap we talked about, $299.99 will go up to price. Tonight, $129.99, and 4 flexis, free delivery, complimentary gift, 5-year warranty, hand assembled. There's so much to talk about when it comes to these timepieces. So I will keep urging you to go to the website and check everything out on the live show. Select everything. Take a look at the care kits that we've got available for your timepieces. If you are already a collector, you want to look after your watches, go to the Watch Live area. You'll see we're featured on many different channels now. And then when you scroll through, you'll see select all. That would be my top tip, and then you get everything that we have available on the show for you. Brand new Navigator. You're loving the Navigator, that item at the top there, the Tourbillon. Oh my word. Now I'm just hearing, if you've got the blue in your basket, check it out. Don't hang around on that blue. All tourbillons, obviously it's limited edition, and we have single figures in every colourway, but if you want the blue, that's the most popular. Check out and confirm your orders. Every watch comes with that complimentary pen that we've got for you. We've got ladies' timepieces with the Crown Diamond and the Bliss Diamond that we've got available for you. Those care kits that I talked about, and the time-limited offers right at the bottom there. $94.99 for the Art Deco, $99.99 for the limited edition Pioneer. Those prices will go up at the end of the show. You want a cleaning cloth? Add that in. $4.95 is the price. The care kit that you see there right at the bottom, I got that. I got it as a gift for my last birthday. Absolutely love it. It's got a cleaning liquid in there. It's got the cloth in there. It's got everything you need to look after your watches. Now this next one, is a beauty. Again, very different because it's an unusual shape.
It's a tonneau shape, which goes back to the 20s and Cartier, who originally invented it. And it's a hard process to do because you've got that curvature to the mineral glass and the finish. A really substantial engineered strap. But the real standout feature of the watch is the movement. This has a Seiko hybrid movement in it. Really special. You'll find it in some very surprising names that I can't mention on the show, but it's an industry secret to have that watch movement because it's highly accurate. Seiko claimed 20 seconds per month. So it's like,
wow,
that's less than a second a day.
Accurate.
You can't get that accuracy unless you spend an absolute fortune with an automatic watch. So that's what you're getting with this. You're also getting super luminova on the baton so you can tell the time at night. It's really substantial and it has a stopwatch function on it as well. That is the mechanical element of this watch. It took us a year to reach this pinnacle of achievement with this. And if you've got a larger wrist size, again, this does tick that box at being able to accommodate a larger wrist size as well. Although the actual size of the watch is 45 millimeters.
Absolutely love it. And that shaping that David talks about, the tonneau shaping that you've got there, it's a really expensive process.
13 millimeters deep. You can actually see the slimness of that watch as well. And you can see the curvature of the glass, which is really quite special. And the whole thing comes together protected by that vapor disposition process, or IP, that gives it the shine and finish. It's far more durable than having ordinary gold plating, which lasts about 1/8 of the time of a disposition process you're seeing here.
And it fits the wrist beautifully.
And again, very popular to have these larger case sizes.
Yes.
They're coming back again, not to the huge sizes that were 10 years ago, but this 45 millimeters, actually 45 by 43, 13 millimeters deep, really lovely finish.
That is a stunner, isn't it? 220
the
pounds.
lapis colour as well.
Yeah, I love it. That blue really pops. 220 pounds, our usual price, 139.99. Free delivery at checkout, but use FlexiPay, even if you've not shopped with us before, just £35 on your first of 4 interest-free payments if you want to go the limited edition ambassador with that amazing mechanical quartz movement. Next up, we're going to take a look at the Noble. We're already busy on the rose gold option that we've got here. I'll just hold them up and show you. It's so different, these designs.
And less than a month old, this Noble.
A really new design.
First time we've actually seen it on this channel. And when we look at this watch, you can see again Swan & Edgar's forte in the tiny details that make a watch special. So this has got that silken finish. Swan & Edgar as a department store used to hold royal warrants in the 19th and earliest 20th century for silks. And the design team now try to actually emulate that in the way these designs are put together. When you look at this watch, you'll notice some really interesting detail around the bezel of the watch as well. It's got this sort of screw finish to it underneath that bezel, and the large battens, the day, date, month, 6-second timer, and a cyclops eye to allow you to tell the time when you get to my age, plus a lot of little red detail in the middle of that watch. Not easy to do, hard to get right, and really has worked well in this particular way of designing a watch.
Beautifully fitted. That detail, again, Swan & Edgar, massive on the detail front. And they are such a great brand. Iconic department store in the West End of London for a long, long time, isn't it?
In fact, before the Battle of Waterloo, which we talked about earlier, so 1812 is when it was founded by George Swan and Edgar, William Edgar. And if you look at the way that little flashes of detail on this watch, even the pushers, those pushers are really quite unusual. When I look at the way they're finished, they're really quite, really interesting designs that you're seeing here.
It looks so top end, and they are. They feel top end, they look top end, but we have fabulous prices because we work directly with Swan & Edgar. There's no middleman, that we work directly, and we sell such a massive amount of timepieces. 2 colourways to choose from, as we say. We saw that rose gold, but the silver with the green really pops again. $32.50 on your first of 4 payments. Free delivery at checkout. 960951 is your item number. Now, I'm going to have to start asking people to check their baskets out and confirm those orders. £170 difference in the will go up to price. If you've got items in your basket, I don't want you to miss out on these. We don't have an unlimited amount of stock when it comes to colourways and designs, especially with the tourbillons. So if you've got one of those in a basket, confirm your order and check out whatever you're shopping for. Make sure you get it home and take a look at the quality. Open that box and see the finish that Swan and Edgar bring us with those amazing pieces. Every single item, when it comes to timepieces, is coming with a complimentary gift, that gorgeous pen, and you can keep that for yourself, or you could actually give it as a separate gift if you wanted to. Brand new item tonight for you. Oh my word, I don't know if you heard how busy we are on this. A brand new item for you, the Navigator, limited edition, leather strap, world timer. But the red I'm going to show you first because there's so many of you going for the red. And it's funny, I started off with the black, and then as soon as I put the red...
We then got seduced by the red.
Seduced by the red.
Yes, indeed we did. And it's not surprising when you look at the contrast of colours there, the day, date, month and 60-second timer and that Cyclops eye. But what is the standout feature is the ability to tell the time around 24 cities of the world simply by twiddling the sub-crown at 10 o'clock. Isn't that a great talking point?
So that sub-crown that we've got right there at 10 o'clock that David was just talking about, set that to your home time. So we've got it set just about right, about 1 o'clock for London. So that's how you alter it. When you look at the other side of the watch as we go across, you'll see London just above the 1 a.m. and that means everything else is set at those
exactly right.
zones.
So in Dubai it's 5 in the morning, and in New York it's 2000 hours, and Rio de Janeiro 2200 hours. Really easy to use, but something to just have a great discussion about. It's an icebreaker at a party or something that when you travel around on that cruise ship or down the Dog and Duck, it really is a nice idea to have a watch that very few other people will own because these are limited editions. You're unlikely to see people wearing them, and each one of these Swan and Edgars really do work special.
It might be the fact that you've got a relative in a different time zone, maybe in New York, and so you always know what time it is in New York when you set your time zone on the London number, so you'll always know. Maybe it's a place you've always dreamed of going and you always want to check what time it is there, or a place that you went to on holiday and you do reminisce. And that's the great thing with a timepiece like this. 2 colourways, the red option or the black. A great price on this. Complimentary gift coming with both, but the red is in the lead massively. We've all fallen in love with the red also. Red or black are your options when it comes to your Navigator automatic watch, leather strap. Complimentary gift means that pen that we're going to give you as part of your bundle. Free delivery at checkout. And like we were saying, David, everything hand assembled, and you can trace it back to the actual watchmaker.
The actual watchmakers through the warranty system, and the fact that you have a 5-year warranty, industry-leading warranty as well. And this watch, brand new this evening, great talking point, and a lovely design. 961656 is your item number. Stunning in both colours. We're super busy on that, and we did have quite a big stock, but the stock's starting to disappear. 961656 is your item number there. A real special we've got for you this morning. Now, there are so many of you shopping for this next piece. It is a tourbillon movement. A tourbillon movement is so special, and I want you to look it up because I did it today. Tourbillon movements, when it comes to timepieces, can cost in excess of £100,000. Amazing when you look at the history behind it. David's going to tell us some stories. But when I started the show, we were limited to single figures in each colourway. The colourways are now disappearing. So if you like the look of this watch, when you hear what David's got to say about it, you take it out of the outer box. It's then encased in this beautiful inner box that you see here. So if you're buying this as a gift for yourself or for someone else, when you get this home and you open this, it is a real ceremony, I believe. You've got that beautiful branding on the front, the clasp on the front of the box. You open up that clasp, and inside you have got a timepiece that is spectacular. It's presented beautifully in the box on that gorgeous cushion. Now this is the blue option that we're going to look at straight away, and as we come close you can see that movement. Now the movement
is spectacular.
It's the pinnacle of any collection. It's called the Emperor of Movements. Many watch collectors dream of owning tourbillons and never do so. If you look it up on the web, as Shaun says, they can cost many hundreds of thousands of pounds in particular instances. Now, of course, tourbillons at this price point, there are tourbillons you will find on the web, but I will dare you to find something as elegant and beautiful as this. And this is a 322-part movement with 19 jewels. It took 450 processes to make this. There are 50 milling processes alone. And we are looking here at the way that the whole escapement is moving through 360 degrees every minute. And that was Breguet's achievement way back in 1801, when he actually came up with this. But if you look on the web at some of the tourbillons that Breguet actually made, you'll see the similarity, but this is a flying tourbillon. It's not possible at Breguet's time to make a watch like this. Now we can, and because we can, we have, in limited numbers.
Very limited.
Gorgeous in finish. It has sapphire glass on the front and back, 316 stainless steel, 42 millimeter case size. And as you look at this watch with that finish to it, that infinity dial, it is truly a sublime work of art.
It's spectacular. Now you've got the blue. So many of you are shopping for the blue. You've got this green option. Already we've lost some of the stock on the green. So if you see a colourway, when you hear the stories David tells about this, when you look at the face itself, as well as the movement, the face dances in the light, doesn't it?
It does, and this is called space green. And this is for the space tourists that are watching tonight. When you go up into the abyss and look at the night sky and you see the stratosphere, the colour of green comes to mind because it's the mixture between day and night. And that's what's emblematic about this. But you know, there are so many tourbillons that really don't make the mark. This does, because it's the design of this, the sculpted nature of that 316 stainless steel really does work well. First layer leathers as well, and Shaun's going to turn it round in a minute. And it's really, this is its pièce de résistance. This is what it's all about. The watchmaker showing you how brilliantly the design has been put together. The synthetic rubies you can see there, the blued screws, the tourbillon itself at 6 o'clock, the mainspring that has a 42-hour power reserve. What a beauty.
Spectacular. It really is. Now, I've got to let you know, in the blue option, there are more of you trying to buy it than we have remaining. So if you have it in a basket, please confirm your orders. The green's really busy as well. The easiest way to get it is on the phone, 09056 48 48 48. We will always say that when we have a very low amount of stock. So if you want to get the blue or the green or the red and you want to go to the phone, you can order on the phone, 09056 48 48 48. So many of you are going for the tourbillon. Oh my goodness, please check out. Don't miss out when it comes to your tourbillon. I've just heard all the red now are flying into people's baskets. That is spectacular.
The magma red really does work beautifully, and everyone will have their favourite. Every time we have a few of these, one goes into the lead, then another goes into the lead, because they're all so interesting and lovely to look at. That fine hands, those beautiful hands there with a little bit of bloom on them, little diamond etched indices as well. The Swan and Edgar London, which really sets the watch off in a perfection of style, and that gull wing sculpted 316 case to the watch as well. 42 millimeter case size, sapphire glass front and back. What is not to like about that design?
There we go. Look at that work of art on the reverse of the watch. Now it is time to check those baskets out with this. The tourbillon, we don't have as much stock as we would like to hold when it comes to this. It is a very limited edition, rare watch. A timepiece that we've got in, we only had single figures to begin with. Most of them are what we call allocated in people's shopping baskets. So please, check out your baskets and confirm your orders. Don't miss out when it comes to something very special like this. Colour-wise, I just want to remind you of the colourways. The green and the red are what I have in my hand. Look at them. They're just beautiful, aren't they? And these are a heritage piece. These are a timepiece that you will hand down from generation to generation. You'll tell that story. You'll tell the stories that David tells us. The tourbillon movement is so, so famous and is available to you tonight at $1,099.99. Free delivery at checkout. 4 flexi pays, $275 on your first of 4 flexi. So the green, the red, or the blue option are all available. However, there's way more people. Yeah, we've got to move away. Yeah. And as we move away, that means please check out those baskets, confirm those orders. Don't miss out on these great deals we've got for you this morning. We were so excited to be able to bring you these specials with all these little extras, complimentary gift with every timepiece. That complimentary gift is a pen, but it's not any old pen. This has got great weight to it. It holds beautifully in the hand, and that balances beautifully, and you use it all the time.
I use it all the time. Everyone needs a pen in their handbag or in their pocket or whatever it is, and this pen really does. It's a workhorse, this pen, and I really think I recommend it to everybody.
And it comes beautifully boxed, so if you want to keep it for yourself, please do. But if you want to give it as a separate gift, it is really a gorgeous little gift for someone. Now, the tourbillon, one final reminder, 894148. Please check out with your tourbillon. All the timepieces are coming with a 5-year warranty, hand assembly, lots of automatic pieces, automatic watches at less than £95 for you today. But this is a show time limited offer. It's only for the entirety of the show that we have this price. Should be £189.99. It's £94.99. And this is why I say we have styles for everyone, because this is a very different style. Very different,
but this is the bonkers price watch, as I call
yes.
it. Under £100 for an automatic watch with a 5-year warranty and a complimentary gift.
Brilliant.
What planet are we on right now? Day, date, month, 6-second time, and 24 hours. And the day-night indicator, really lovely design features, a rotating bezel, and those arrowed hands, a Swan and Edgar special. I'm sorry, the price should be higher than £95.
Without a doubt. And we've got your 4 flexis available on this timepiece as well. £23.75 on your first of 4 payments, saving £95. Father's Day coming up in just over 30 days now. Less than 20 of these remaining. Silicone strap on there, beautifully soft. I think this is a real timeless piece. That yellow contrast around the face to the blue, that copper detailing on the numbers that you can see there, that Art Deco inspiration running throughout the watch itself. It's £94.99. Free delivery at checkout and your 4 flexis as well. 585325 is your item number. You could even buy it for yourself if you wanted to. That silicone strap is beautifully soft on the underside as well, so really comfortable to wear, and the shape of it as well. If I just show you this,
but it hugs the wrist, doesn't it, Shaun? Which is the way that it's offset, and that tire tread finish on the silicone is really quite sporty as well. And you've got that little coin edge detail around the bezel on the back and the front of the watch, the little S, and obviously we've got Edgar, the bulldog, on the back as well. Look at that, and a little numbers. I mean, at this price, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, under £100 for an automatic watch, come on.
It's brilliant value. And if you're just starting a collection, or you've thought about, I'd love to collect watches, this is a great one to get started with, it really is. But time limited for the show, 585325 is your item number there. 1 colourway to choose from. And that price will go up after the show. So make sure you get hold of it right now whilst we've got it. Got to show you this next piece. Now, another time-limited offer, time-limited for the show itself. Very different look. It's a beautiful rose gold stainless steel strap that you're getting here. This is called the Pioneer Sports Watch. So different.
Big contrast on this watch. And this is all about Roger Bannister, who ran the 4-minute mile way back in a time I can't even remember. I don't think I was even born at the time. He was actually a full-time doctor as well as being a 4-minute miler. Incredible. Imagine that today as a sportsman, having a full-time job as well. Anyway, this again is bonkers prices. It's under £100 with
only
the
for the show.
gift. 163-part 20-jaw movement, classic Swan and Edgar with a mineral glass. Really weighty watch as well. This is not some sort of flimsy strap. This is a pure stainless steel strap at that price. Little piston pushers, very big crown. So if you struggle a little bit with actually being able to adjust the watch, you've got, you know, like I have a bit clumsy fingers. That really works nicely with that large oversized crown to it.
And you can see that really substantial crown on the outside. So if you do struggle changing your watch, that's going to be great for you. $99.99 is our price this morning. Should be $204.99. So you're saving more than you're spending on the Will Go Up to price. £25 is all you've got to pay on your first of 4 flexis with that free delivery at checkout. 848248. I think a lot of people have stayed up late tonight with everything that's been going on. We are exceptionally busy across everything we're showing you, but this timepiece is on a time-limited offer until the end of the show. Then the price will go up back to its usual price that you see there. 848248 is your item number for that gorgeous Pioneer sports watch we have for you. Now this next one, David pointed this out for us. It wasn't, I don't think this was on our list to go to, but he was right to point it out because you've been shopping for it already. Now, a very different look to what we've showed you once again so far. I think this is a great watch. If you've got maybe a nephew or a grandson to buy for, I think this is a real classic, timeless design with a real retro look, isn't it?
Well, it has the panda eyes, which those of you who are watch collectors will know were part of another set in America that was very, very special. That kind of design. But this is a Swan and Edgar take on the design. So you've got the leather oversized strap to it as well. 163 parts and 20 jaws with that mineral glass, 45mm case size, a really nice contrast stitching as well. Date, month, 6 timer, plus the Cyclops eye. The Swan and Edgar looking against that ivory bone look, Arabic numerals, and it's a tribute to the great detective Sherlock Holmes, one of my great favourites.
Right.
And everything in the Swan and Edgar collection has a little nod to something in history. And you can see the actual watch working as we're moving to Sunday. It will move by about 4 o'clock in the morning. It will be fully on Sunday.
Right.
But of course, we've got the 14th, so it's the 14th now today.
Right, yeah.
So that's all working fine as well.
Brilliant. I mean, for this kind of price, again, fantastic price. The Will Go Up to price on this one is $309.99. You're saving £185. The price today, our ideal world price is $124.99. But with those flexible payments, if you do want to use that option and spread the cost interest-free, it's $31.25 on your first of 4 interest-free payments. A beautiful leather strap that you've got here. And as we come away, what you will see is that gorgeous leather strap, which is really substantial, but that contrast stitching on the strap that you see there as well. And that will age beautifully. As David said, you can see the depth of the leather strap that you've got there. 960049. Take advantage of those flexible payments if you so wish. Do keep shopping ahead on the website. Swan and Edgar bring us an array of timepieces. We've got stainless steel straps. We've got ladies' timepieces as well, ladies. And we are going to feature those very, very shortly for you. The tourbillon, how are we doing there? Have we still got stock? Oh, is there more people trying to order? Yeah, more people trying to order on 2 of the colours than we have remaining. So I would say the tourbillon, the story there is fantastic. The movement, the limited edition. Please check out. Please confirm your order, whether it's red, blue or the green. The ladies' pieces that you see there with diamonds at the 12 o'clock mark. You've got those limited editions for the time of the show that you see at the bottom there, and the ambassador that we talked about a little bit earlier. So check everything out. Now we're going to go to a piece that again has another fabulous story behind it. Take a look at the details on the screen. Now, if you are new to us and you're thinking, how do I order? Easiest way to order is the website, all the W's, idealworld.tv. You can order on the phone, 09056 48 48 48. But you'll always need that number at the top of the screen. 959788 is our next timepiece. It's over to you, David, for this one.
Wow. Well, this is the pit stop, but it is a cuff watch. And it has a really noble history to it because originally designed for pilots and motorists when they wanted to protect against supreme heat and cold. It was adopted by the jet set, really. Steve McQueen, Paul Newman and Robert Redford all wore this style of watch, and you can look at some of their publicity photographs. You'll see them wearing cuff watches.
This style, a real trendsetter.
This real trendsetter of a style. But it's right back now amongst the world of musicians and people who just like the idea of having this retro style. Day, date, month and 60-second timer, of course. It is a 45mm case size with the mineral glass and a really comfortable first layer leather to wear as well. Some people don't like to have the stainless steel on their wrists, to have a leather all around it. It really works nicely. Works great with certain outfits as well. This has got that panderized style as well, which is quite interesting. Black against that silver finish in a dove grey with a contrast stitching. And the cuff watch, as many people know, was also adopted as a style by Elvis during his comeback tour in the 1960s and 70s when he did his residency in Las Vegas. So there's a great deal to talk about here, and this is a Swan and Edgar special, really limited in numbers. Last time we had a cuff watch, it did not last, so if you like cuff watches, take advantage. Look on the web, they're very hard to find.
And that leather goes all the way on the underside, so that's all you feel against your wrist is the leather strap itself. So 2 colourways to choose from. I'm just going to check what we're calling these. That's the grey that we just looked at. And the next one, it has the brown strap, but it has the green face and the green contrast.
The lime green finish, but more of a bottle green or an olive green with that infinity finish to it. A little bit of lume on the indices as well. A nice profile to the watch. Rotating bezel, so you can time anything you like as well. A great fiddling part as well if you're a little bit nervous like I am on these shows. And the whole thing comes together as a beautiful presentation in that box with the complimentary gift.
Complimentary gift with every watch. That pen that we've got for you is a fabulous gift, and it'll come with every timepiece separately boxed. $32.50 on your first of 4 payments and free delivery at checkout. Just choose your colourway. 959788 is your item number. Those 2 colours to choose from. Now, oh my word, the rose gold and the beautiful silver that we've got in this next piece are ladies' timepieces, and we don't often feature them, but whenever we do, they're so busy, aren't they?
They are busy, and I think the designs are really quite classic and elegant. When I look at these colours, I'm reminded of Truman Capote when he wrote Breakfast at Tiffany's. You could see where I'm going here.
Yeah.
And if you look at those colours, they really are emblematic of true style. But these ladies are watches you can actually see the time because they're 38mm case sizes. And it's a great point with ladies' watches. And also, you've got that really fine Milanese strap. It's almost a piece of jewellery in its own right. These watches also have a Swiss quartz movement. So you've got Swiss movement embossed at the back and a tiny diamond at 12 o'clock to offset the watch. So if you always promised the lady of your life a diamond, you've just ticked that box.
Up there at 12 o'clock.
With the bliss.
See, yeah. $79.99. $139.99 is our usual price. With FlexiPay, all you're paying is £20 today on your first of 4 flexis. Free delivery at checkout. You're still going to get that complimentary gift, that pen that we normally sell for £70. Now, the silver with that beautiful green face is already in single figures, and that is a stunning, very recognisable colourway when it comes to jewellery, I think. A beautiful, beautiful colour. £20 on your first of 4 interest-free flexes. Just choose your colourway. It will come boxed as well. Got to keep reminding
which is really surprising at this price point to actually get a beautiful presentation box as well.
Well, you were saying a lot of time watches at this kind of price point just come in a pouch.
Indeed.
So not a great way to give a watch. When it comes to Swan and Edgar, you will get that beautiful boxing as well. 5-year warranty, hand assembly, remember. A great watch for this kind of price. You're absolutely loving that one. But we're also going to show you a second design when it comes to our ladies' timepieces. And this one comes with a leather strap. Got 2 great colourways. We're busy on the gold option already, which has that lovely soft yellow gold strap, the leather strap that you can see there. You will still, once again, get the pen. But isn't that
double,
for that price?
I mean, double fluting. I mean, you know, as a style, the idea of that flute, originally, by the way, just a little thing, the fluting was designed so that a particular Swiss company could screw the crown on really tightly, without actually making it look too mechanical. So they used the fluting to grip it.
Right.
That was the original idea behind fluting. Now it looks lovely here in this very limited numbers of watch for the crown. Double bezel to it, the fact that it's got that 38mm case size with a diamond at the top, that duck egg finish in that rich blue, or cream is the alternative. I'm sure they're more prosaically described on the Ideal World website, but Swan and Edgar, we call it duck egg and rich cream.
So we're calling it gold and rose gold.
So not so interesting.
No.
Not so.
So your gold is your the one that you see here, and your rose gold is this one that you see with that lovely soft green that you can see. £20 on your first of 4 payments, complimentary gift. Your 5-year warranty is included in every timepiece that we show you. So take a look at everything. You're shopping for items we haven't even got to on the show. Now this next one that we've got for you is a stunner. It's the Ambassador.
Yeah.
This is the automatic.
This is the automatic Ambassador, which has 163 parts and 20 jewels to it. And also it is a beast of a watch. It's 200 plus grams. That's 8 ounces in my money. Has the exhibition back to it, which are a great talking point. You can see the serial number that allows you to trace it back to the actual people that made the watch. It really does feel quite substantial on your wrist, and it's got what we say a lot of wrist presence to it. It's a tonneau finish, so that got that beautiful curvature to the watch as well. It's got IP black. With the IP black is protecting the pure stainless steel underneath it, but it's that black contrast against the rose gold that makes this watch really quite special.
Look at that curvature. That process is so difficult to do on a timepiece. Now, it's an automatic watch once again. It comes with that complimentary gift. Our usual price, almost £200, comes to £124.99 on this. When you see it on the wrist, again, it is a substantial size, but even someone like me with not massive wrists, I love the look of it. Yeah. I really do.
I mean, 205 grams, but I emphasize this a lot. Always when you're selecting a watch, have a look at the wrist size. Look at your, check your wrist size and work out if the watch is going to fit your wrist. In this particular case, larger wrists or smaller wrists are accommodated, because overall, it has around about 220 millimeters of give in it. So I mean, this might be downsized a little bit, but in fact, when you get the watch, you'll find it will fit very large wrists as well as small wrists.
And it'll look great on any wrist there. So you've got that gorgeous concealed deployment clasp on there as well, which is always really nice, concealed into the actual...
With a little Swan and Edgar finish to it. It's lovely features to Swan and Edgar's watches. The design team really do go the extra mile to make them interesting.
A beautiful piece once again. Really busy across everything we're showing you. It's lovely to have your company. 570496 is your item number. Oh my word, now we're going completely off plan.
Completely different, because again, we said we had a very wide range, and this bolt, we weren't going to show this bolt, but obviously you like it.
And we did say, if you go to anything, you find it, and you're shopping for it, we'll show it, and that's what you've done with the bolt. Their limited edition, once again an automatic. It's got a Milanese strap, busy on both colours here. A price of £209.99, our usual price. It's saving more than you're spending. £115 against that price is what you're saving. £94.99. Now, this is a really nice size as well.
Well, it is. It's a 45mm case size, but for those of you who were listening earlier, I always talk about 163 parts and 20 jewels as the standard Swan leg movement. This has got an extra jewel in it.
Oh.
But what does the jewel do?
Tell us.
Do you know, I've tried to find out, and I can't find out. I've been quite honest with you, but it does have 21 jewels. It's also got a design that is quite special. Look at the finish around the bezel of the watch. Look at the gouache detail in the middle, the concentric circles, day, date, month and 60-second timer, and the Cyclops eye, which I talk about all the time as being able to tell the time easily, tell the date easily. You've got a reflective coating around the reholt of the watch. That's the edge of the watch. You can see the reflection there that works to make the light pop out of it. Milanese strap, really comfortable. And when you go in the Dog and Parrot, you'll be unlikely to see other people wearing this watch, because it's a limited edition from Swan and Edgar.
And do you know what? I think size-wise, I think ladies would like this watch. I know my other half.
Indeed, yes,
Because it's not too big,
that's
is it?
another massive trend. I was flying. I don't want to drop things, but I was flying the other day, and I noticed a number of ladies wearing these larger style wrists, and I think Christine actually likes this as well.
Christine's our floor manager. She's nodding away in the distance there.
Yes.
So that's your first colourway. That's the silver colourway that we've got for you, but very different in the gold.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
more classic.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the you know, when you want a gold watch, and as we always say, you always need in your collection a gold watch. And here you go. There it is from Swan and Edgar, the Bolt Racer. And everything connects back to an individual, and this particular bolt is Sid Wooderson, who was known as the Mighty Atom. He was a racer at the beginning of the 20th century, and not a lot of people know that, and nor did I until good old Wikipedia came to my aid.
We love a bit of research.
We
don't
do indeed.
We do. A stunning piece. An amazing price on this one. You did find it before we got to it. Now we've shown you it, and lots more people interested. $94.99 free delivery at checkout, and those flexi pays are available. And you're still getting that complimentary gift. You're still going to get that pen included. A 5-year warranty here from Swan and Edgar. Hand-assembled timepieces that we bring you, and fully automatic for less than £95.
Another bonkers price.
Yeah, another bonkers price. Father's Day is coming up. Just over 30 days, did we say 35 days? 35 days to Father's Day. So if you're looking for a Father's Day gift, take a look at everything that we've got on the show. 2 great colourways, your silver or your gold, both at $94.99. 941 779. 5 weeks today is Father's Day. So if you are looking for a gift, we can get this delivered in time for you for Father's Day. I've got to remind you, everything comes beautifully boxed on the show. So if you are thinking of gifts, they'll be boxed really nicely from Swan and Edgar with the emblem on the outside, as you can see there. In there, you've got your working instructions, and you've also got your 5-year warranty included as well. So that's impressive in itself. But on top of that, we're also including with every timepiece you go for this evening is that pen. And I don't want you to think that's a throwaway, because it's a really nice gift, isn't it?
A great gift, and everyone needs a pen, and this is a nice weighty workhorse of a pen. It writes beautifully. It's got that quality feel to it. It's got the Swan and Edgar logo to it as well. If you're a collector of Swan and Edgar, you've got to have one of these pens to go with your collection.
It comes beautifully separately boxed as well. So if you want to give that as a separate gift, you could. My advice is keep it for yourself. When we sell that, it's out of stock on our website, but we normally sell it at £70. It's included with every timepiece this morning. We're going to get back to where we started the show. A brand new piece for our special. It's a limited edition. It's a world timer. It's red or it's black are the options that we've got for you. But brand new this evening.
Brand new, lovely design, another one that took 6 months in the making. And world timers are great talking points, because you can tell the time across 24 cities of the world just by twiddling the sub crown at 10 o'clock. You've got first layer leathers, 45mm case size, 14mm deep. You've got a rendition of the globe looking at the watch itself. And the leathers are so comfortable, and they wear beautifully as well. You've got that IP finish that allows it to catch the light, date 8 months, 6-second timer, Cyclops eye, so you can tell the date as well. And in Karachi, it is now 6 in the morning. Hello, Karachi, 6 in the morning.
And that's the great thing. You can see all around the world, and the secret's in the title, to a world timer. You can see the time all around the world, from New York to Mexico to Denver, all around the entire world. If you set the world timer at your time zone, it'll then bring you, and we're going to need to change London to 2 a.m. in just a moment. And it's really simple to change as well. When you want to change it, you go to that crown at 10 o'clock, and then you just spin it round to your time zone. We are approaching 2 a.m. Am I going the right way? Probably not.
Yes, I think you are.
Oh,
now.
I
Yes,
am.
you are. London's
Makes a
moving
change.
to 2 o'clock.
Getting it right.
Yes.
Take it round.
It'll be all right when we
2
do this live.
When we do it live.
Yes, it'll work well then.
When we've done the rehearsal, everything will be fine for the live show. 961656, available in the red. You have loved the red option. $309.99, comes down to $129.99. But the black is busy as well. And we had a big stock here, but the stock started starting to disappear. £129.99. Well, on FlexiPay, it comes down to £32.50 on your first of 4 flexis. And don't be afraid to use Flexi if you've never shopped with us before. It's available to you as long as you've got a credit or a debit card, a UK-based address, and you're over the age of 18. It is available. Saving £180 on that will go up to price. 961656. Please go to the website. If you've got anything in your basket, we're going to give you a couple of minutes or about a minute to check out because we're so busy. The tourbillon, oh my word. Well, there are more of you trying to buy the tourbillon in every colour that we have remaining. Lots of those have already gone, but if you've got that in a basket, more of you have them in baskets than we have remaining, so please check your baskets out and confirm your orders. Great colourways and amazing movement when it comes to the tourbillon. Red, green or blue, if they're in your baskets, check them out. In fact, whatever you're shopping for, check them out right now. We're going to give you a couple of minutes to do just that and we'll be right.
Shopping with FlexiPay is as simple as shop, click and enjoy. When you buy that must-have item, you can spread the cost over 2, 3 or even 4 interest-free flexible payments. That means no fees, no interest and no waiting. So if you want a new look, need a new appliance or wish to just treat yourself, now you can buy what you want, when you want at no extra cost. Shop today with FlexiPay. Founded by William Edgar and George Swan in the early 19th century, the world-famous Swan and Edgar department store. They have decades of watch design expertise, and now Swan and Edgar return with the mission of building state-of-the-art watches. High-end, beautiful designs that meet today's luxury style aspirations. Swan and Edgar are focused on delivering you a beautiful timepiece of the highest quality and functionality at affordable prices. Each watch is delicately hand-assembled and comes with a 5-year warranty upon registration. Swan and Edgar, style matched with substance and reliability.
Very well, welcome back to our Swan and Edgar special that we've got for you. We've got some amazing timepieces on the show. I would urge you to shop ahead on our website because then you can see everything. If you start shopping for certain timepieces and we haven't featured them, we will go to them on the live show. On the website, allthewsidealworld.tv. Go to the TV schedule, go to the live show and select all at the top of this page, and then you can scroll through everything that we've got for you. Whether it's Milanese straps you're looking for, leather straps, you want something a little bit unusual, we've got that for you. You want your classics there. We've got the most amazing tourbillon movement available on the show. I say available on the show. If you've got that in a basket, please confirm it and check through on that. Don't miss out whilst we have that fabulous movement. If you want to research that yourself, please do. I did so today. I found some tourbillon movements that came up over in excess of £100,000. It's an amazing movement, and we have very limited numbers in the items that we've got available for you. When you scroll through, you'll see there are limited editions, there are automatic timepieces and all the care kits, and we also have some pieces that are limited in time to the price for our show. And this is the last hour of this price, because our usual price on this and the price that it will go up to is £189.99. This timepiece we've now got for this last hour of £94.99. That is an amazing price for a watch of this quality. Now I'm going to talk you through all the features. First of all, it's an automatic watch. It's on a silicone strap. It's what Swan and Edgar call the Art Deco. Now Swan and Edgar are famous for their West End of London department store. That's where it all began. Now famous for heritage collectible timepieces. We have been massively busy on this show. This is a clearance price at less than £95. Now, David Anthony joins us for the show with all the knowledge when it comes to Swan and Edgar and all the different timepieces we bring you. This price just doesn't make sense.
I say bonkers price.
Bonkers
I mean
price.
a bonkers price to get a Swan and Edgar automatic watch for under £100. It just does not make sense in my tiny little head to get 163 parts and 20 jewels with that day-night indicator at 6 o'clock, being able to tell the time beautifully with that Art Deco finish to it. It's all about a chap called Charles Holden who designed the Piccadilly Circus and many other stations in London in the 1920s. Of course, Swan and Edgar was in Piccadilly for many, many generations. And in the day, you could actually get to the Swan and Edgar store through the Charles Holden's ticket hall. Amazing. That's always a connection.
Fabulous.
This has got this tyre tread finish to it, very sporty in look, rotating bezel, 45mm case size and 15mm deep. If you like something that's really quite on trend, definitely Milanese straps, not Milanese straps, these silicone straps are de rigueur right now. And with that finish to it, the way that it is so limited in numbers, it's a clearance, it's a bonkers price. Get it while you can.
Yeah, please do. And don't have a massive amount of stock here. 585325 is the item number. Oh my word, less than 15 of these remaining. 23.75 on your first of 4 interest-free payments. Free delivery at checkout, 4 flexes and a complimentary gift of that pen that we have available on the show for you. That is complimentary to you with every timepiece that we are going to bring you. But the price on that one will go up at the end of the show. It's time limited for the show only. 585325. Speaking of which, we have a second timepiece that is also limited for the show only. And you have loved this from the moment we showed you. Very different to the previous item. Less than £100 once again. Still an automatic watch, but with a stainless steel bracelet. That lovely rose gold finish here, David.
It's a real contrast to the previous Art Deco we saw. This is a 14mm deep watch. It's still a 45mm in terms of case size. It has scratch-resistant mineral glass on the face, day, date, month and 60-second timer, a contrast between black and red on the sub-dials. And the feature for me that I love is the larger, I keep on saying this, a larger crown, because many of us do struggle a bit in adjusting a watch and changing the date and things like that. And that larger crown comes in handy when you need that. It's got a really heavy weight to it as well, 160 grams of weight with that engineered strap, which is in pure stainless steel with an IP protection around it. 5-year warranty, complimentary gift, under £100.
Brilliant.
On 4 flexes, 25.
£25, isn't that bonkers?
Isn't that bonkers?
So, no, it is a bonkers price.
And George III bought on FlexiPay. So there you go. You're following in royalty.
Not quite our FlexiPay, but another type of FlexiPay.
Yeah, another sort.
£25 on your first of 4 interest-free payments if you want to go for that. Free delivery on everything at checkout. So even though it says £4.99 on your delivery, when you go through to checkout, it will be free because all of our items are over £75 this morning. Brilliant savings. That complimentary gift coming with everything for you. All your timepieces. If you buy a Swan and Edgar timepiece, you will get this fabulous pen included. It will be delivered alongside your timepiece. Next up, though, we're going to look at another limited edition. This is the automatic with a beautiful Milanese mesh strap that you can see there. I'm going to show you that first of all, actually, because the smoothness, the fluidity to the strap when it comes to a Milanese strap is really important, I think. It should be smooth, as you see here.
I mean, that's woven stainless steel, originally designed in Milan, while it's called Milanese strap for chainmail, and then became popular. It's called shark-proof in the 60s. Of course, the watch was shark-proof, but the diver was not shark-proof. But they used to pinch your hairs a little bit. But this is a finer design and much more comfortable to wear and very much on trend. This is a sports watch, and it has got so much heritage going back to the tracks of Le Mans or Silverstone and the idea of racing. But the colour, that teal colour, really does set this watch off. And I think it really looks lovely coming together with so many little hints of racing history. The checkered flag, the fact you've got a tar tread around the bezel with a hint of red around it as well. Maybe an old cross-ply tire was in fact the original design for this. But everything that Swan could do has this heritage and interest to it.
It's a gorgeous, deep teal, green, blue. It's got all those lovely colourways. It's like a Mediterranean Greece.
And it's
ocean,
the colours.
isn't it?
And I said before that Swan and Edgar years ago had these royal warrants for silks.
Yes.
So when the design team today in the 21st century start looking at designs, they always have a nod to history. And you can see the mirroring there around the chapter ring, or the reholt, as we call it, reflecting. So every one of those numbers is reflected. And that's why the light works so beautifully in this watch.
Really pops, doesn't it? 2 colours to choose from. Should be almost £300. Today, £129.99. So that is your silver with that beautiful green. You've also got the rose gold with the black, which again is a completely different looking watch. The colourways there on the face, the black, the red, that black and white to symbolise the checkered flag that you can see there. That Cyclops window for the date, a great amount of detail. That's why you're saving £170 against the will go up to price. It's $32.50 on your first of 4 interest-free payments. Free delivery at checkout. 960776 is your item number for that one there. Now, lots of items are low in stock. This next one is now in single figures. We've barely mentioned it throughout the show, and now in single figures. This is the Ambassador. This is a very different style and design, David.
This is the industry secret, this watch, because it has a Seiko quartz movement, but not an ordinary quartz movement. No. A hybrid mechanical quartz movement, which is a real fantastic design, a triumph, because it's a combination of the things we love about mechanical movements. And if in fact you start the watch off, you'll actually see how it will tick. You need to press the top pusher to it to actually get it going. And then you've got that lapis finish to it as well. You need to give it a good push, actually. So there you go. Look at that. Absolutely. And so if you look at the second hand, it's not going tick-tock like a quartz watch. It's actually smoothly moving around like an automatic watch. And that's because that's the mechanical element of this watch. That's what Seiko have done so well. The industry secret is this is in watches also costing many times this price. And we've put it into our Swan and Edgar watch. It's in this tonneau case, which has got that curvature to mineral glass. You've got a superluminova on the battens, so you'll be able to tell the time at night. Superluminova used in very high quality watches as well. It's lovely and slim. It's only 13 millimeters deep. It weighs 170 grams. It's got that engineered strap to it and fits larger wrist sizes. It really is one of the Swan and Edgar standout designs for a watch.
And it sits beautifully on the wrist. It doesn't matter what wrist size you've got, it just sits beautifully. So snug and gorgeous. In that colourway, I love it. The blue really pops. Really busy there. £139.99 single figures, £35 on your first of 4 payments. And you will get that complimentary gift. You'll get that pen included. 956388 is your item number for your limited edition Ambassador that we've got for you. Everything does come with a 5-year warranty.
It does, which is an industry-leading warranty. And when we introduced it, it was really quite special. If you go to Bond Street and buy a watch, they will tell you that you can buy a 5-year warranty. It's not included.
You can add it on.
You can add it on as an additional price. So the 5-year warranty is a reassuring thing. You get this little card when you receive the watch. You follow the instructions on the back, register the watch, and then you've got your 5-year warranty. That
puts your 5-year warranty into action. Next up, we're going to take a look at the limited edition Noble. The rose gold is the busiest, but the silver is busy as well with the green accent that you see there. This comes again with a Milanese strap. It'll again come with that complimentary gift of a pen, free delivery at checkout. This is another timepiece with a great story behind it, isn't it?
Yes, it's got that spiral motif around the bezel of the watch, which is, again, this is less than a year. Sorry, I say less than a year. Less than a month old. And we've actually not seen this on this channel before, which is really interesting because Swan and Edgar, when we introduce a watch like this, they don't last very long because they're made in very limited numbers.
Limited numbers, yeah.
45mm case size, 163 parts 20 joules with the Cyclops eye, day, date, month and 6-second timer. But look at how many little details are inside that watch. The little flecks of red around the bezel of the watch and the side. You've also got a little bit of etching going around the crystal of that as well, so that you've got that burnished finish, which again, this doesn't come for free. This is added onto the watch. This is why they're hand assembled and finished in this way. And as I say, the Noble watch, you're seeing it really pretty much for the first time tonight.
It's again beautiful. It feels gorgeous. The strap is so fluid and smooth on the underside. When we talk about Swan and Edgar, there they are, the iconic emblem of Swan and Edgar just there. Limited editions that we bring you and automatic watches. This is an automatic limited edition that we've got for you. 2 colorways to choose from. That's your rose gold option that we see there, but we also have that stunning silver with the gold.
I love the colour that way there. And again, it's about the silks. It's about that reminiscence of racing silks and the burnished finish. It's just not one simple finish. You can see the little details around it. The luminous battens set it off as well. And around the rehault, the way that the chapter ring is finished makes it a special Swan and Edgar. Go to the Dog and Trumpet, you'll get served first with this watch. That's not a guarantee, but you will certainly look at certainly very special.
You're a bit obsessed with the Dog and Trumpet tonight.
Well, I keep that, I'm trying to keep it clean because you know there are other names.
I can imagine some of the names you could come out with, so we'll take it.
Yeah.
960951 is your item number for your Noble automatic watch, limited edition again, fully adjustable strap as you can see there. We're so busy across everything. I would say start confirming your orders with this. So whatever you're going for, do confirm your orders. Go to the website. It's the easiest way to shop. All the W's. Idealworld.tv is the easiest way to shop for you. So make sure you take a look at everything that we've got for you. We've got watches for everyone. Literally every person that is in your life will be joyful at these fabulous timepieces that we've got for you. So much for you to see. And on there, you probably noticed a timepiece called the Tourbillon. You will notice it because it's not the most affordable watch on the show, but it has an amazing heritage, an amazing history behind it. Now, we showed this in an earlier part of the show. They all disappeared. Everyone was shopping for them. A few of them have been released. Now, we're going to talk about the movement. We're going to talk about how it arrives. It is a real ceremony when it arrives. It'll have an outer box around the outside of this. You take the lid off, you pull this inner box from the inside, you open up the clasp, and then when you look inside here, this is a stunning, stunning timepiece from Swan and Edgar. It's presented beautifully. Now, the blue option is the first one I'm showing you. Again, we're the busiest on this. Look at that movement.
Oh, look at that.
This is what it's about.
Just a sublime work of art there. This is actually the whole of the escapement and balance spring that you can see pulsating, moving through 360 degrees every minute. And it's the masterpiece of Abraham Louis Breguet, possibly the best watchmaker of all time. Watchmaker to Napoleon, watchmaker to George III, watchmaker to Marie Antoinette, to the Queen of Naples, you name it. Breguet was the man of the time. But he couldn't dream of doing this because this is called a flying tourbillon. It's only possible with modern technology, and the fact that it does take 30 watchmakers, it does take 450 processes. There are 322 parts in this watch, but we wouldn't be able to do it in Breguet's time because it's just such a fine example of Breguet's art to put this together in a Swan and Edgar special called the Classic Tourbillon.
It's a stunning piece. This is a heritage piece. This is a piece that you'll buy for yourself and then you'll hand it down the family, generation to generation. So that is the blue option. Busy on the blue. We have 2 other colourways hanging on by threads. The green and the red are available. I'll show you the green first of all. Now I want to show you it off the wrist first, and the reason being because when you look at the back of this timepiece, it's spectacular. But before I turn it around, it's so important to talk about the face and how it catches and glimmers in the light as well as the movement.
A really painstaking process to be able to do that, and it's called space green, and it's meant to be for you space tourists amongst you watching this program tonight. You'll know that if you go up into the stratosphere, this is the colour you see between night and day. It is protected by sapphire glass on the front and back. That sculpted case is a pure 316 stainless steel with the cabochon on the crown itself. Everything about this watch screams elegance and beauty. And I've seen many tourbillons in my time, I'm sure you have, because anyone buying this watch has done their research.
Yeah, you look, yeah.
You know
do
about
shopping,
these
yeah.
things. And I defy you to find anything that as elegant and sublime as this. And it's a Swan and Edgar special in such limited numbers. If you like this watch, get it while you can. And this is a pièce de résistance. This should be in the Tate Gallery. It looks so gorgeous. Blow this up, put it on your phone, have it as a screensaver, or put it on your wall, because there's curvature. The fact that the watchmaker is saying, come and look at what I've done. Look at those synthetic crystals. Look at the mainspring ticking away. 42-hour power reserve. That together makes this a Swan and Edgar tourbillon.
Beautiful. It is beautiful. It is a work of art. That is the green option. It is that piece that you will pass down generation to generation. And then the red option as well. All stunning colours. Busy again now across all colourways that we've got for you. The red is another supreme colour.
Magma red. You can imagine the volcanoes in Iceland or elsewhere in the world, other countries are available, giving that beautiful colour to it, that infinity dial. Look at the movement there, the escapement, the balance wheel moving it majestically through 360 degrees. What's controlling it there is in fact the escape wheel that is turning there at the top of this watch. It's being controlled by a pallet fork. I can explain this better if you actually look on the web, because it's really an interesting design. Breguet himself, I need to say this now, Breguet is only here, was able to do this because he escaped the guillotine. Because if you think, if he was Marie Antoinette's watchmaker, what chance did he have when they had the French Revolution? Well, he did get to England, he became George III's watchmaker, and George III had a tourbillon, but he insisted everything about it should be English, so he called it the Whirlwind.
Fabulous.
But Breguet put his name in a tiny corner of the watch.
Oh, really?
And you have to look at it under a magnifying glass to see it. That watch went at auction for over £1 million.
Oh, my goodness.
Because Breguet only made 35 watches in his lifetime. And this is really so much of a tribute to that master watchmaker all those years ago.
The heritage, the history, for any collector to own a tourbillon, I think it is that pinnacle of collection, isn't it?
It certainly is. The emperor of watches. Many of you who collect watches have always wanted a tourbillon, but never quite been able to justify it. Tonight, at this price, with this design, I urge you to think about it. And it's got a 5-year warranty. And of course, if you don't like the watch when you receive it, the normal applies.
Yeah, of course. You've got the returns policy. You can check that out on our website. Terms and conditions apply, but it's all there for you if you do want to return anything. Free delivery at checkout. 894148 is your item number. It's more or less a half price saving on our usual price, which is a great price. And you've got the 4 flexes, so £275 on your first of 4 payments. Be quick with that and check out sooner rather than later. Lots of you have gone for the tourbillon this evening. It's lovely when you... It's lovely for us when you get a movement like that.
It's a joy to talk about
Isn't
it,
it?
because it's so unusual and it's so much of watchmaking history in a box.
Yeah, it really is. The heritage is spectacular. Now, across the board with Swan and Edgar, the history is fantastic. Everything has a story behind it. We're going to take a look at the Flight Limited Edition. This has been popular, I think, because it's timeless, it's ageless, whether you're buying for a nephew or a grandson, or whether you're buying for a grandfather or a grandparent. I think this is a brilliant timepiece. This is the Flight. It's automatic. It's with a leather strap. A real nice look on this.
Now, I'd really like to thank Shaun for her review, because she said that she bought this last time and she said, you know, thank you so much because I've got it. I won't say who you've got it for, Shaun, because she hasn't actually...
It's not been given yet.
Not been given yet. But it's a lovely idea. Look at this. It's got those roundels of the RAF style to it. It's got that quadrophenia look about the mods in the 1960s. It's 163 part 20 dual movement. Of course, it is 45mm case size and 14 millimeters deep. It's got that stud finish to the leathers as well. It's mineral glass protected with the IP finish to it. And I think it's really quite an interesting design overall.
I think in the blue, it's reminiscent of so many things, isn't it? It's very clever about the the inspirations that Swan and Edgar take.
It does, yes. And you're looking here, you'll see a little aircraft there, you can see a radar at 6 o'clock. You've also got those roundels, and the dial itself has got multiple additional features to it, and it really pops. The bezel is pure, just there's absolutely no work on that bezel, so it's kind of just a sculpted design. But interesting, if you turn it to the pushers, if you can actually show the pushers on the side, you see you've got that striation on the pushers. Yeah. Again, everything Swan and Edgar do is considered. Even around the strap, you've got those little bits of detail, those red additional stitching on the side of the watch, and the stud, which is a kind of little nod to the rockers, and not just the mods.
Everyone's featured. That is your blue option. Busy on that one at £134.99. Will go up to price almost £300, but you also have it in the black. Very different look in the black once again. If you want to go for the black option, that's there for you. Complimentary gift is that pen with every single timepiece that we bring you. Detail is what Swan and Edgar are all about.
It's a lovely grey to that. It's not black, it's kind of like a deep grey.
Anthracite.
Anthracite, you're absolutely right, Shaun.
See, go
you were doing your research.
Go team.
There we go, yes. And you've got around the rail track of that, the reflection through the rear halt, which allows the light to bounce off it. So the whole thing is quite balanced as a watch.
Really classic and really classy and very expensive looking timepieces at such affordable prices with us here at Ideal World. 960775 is your item number there. 2 colours to choose from. There's your blue once again, if you want to take a look at that one. Now, we do have a brand new item on the show available for you. It's where we began our show. It's been massively popular in both colourways. There's a red or a black. Just want to show you, once again, your complimentary gift. It's not a throwaway. This is a great gift. I looked on the Swan and Edgar website, £70. That's what we normally sell it for. Unfortunately, we've sold out of it at the moment, but you'll get that with every single timepiece. It comes separately boxed, so if you want to give it as a separate gift, it's a great little gift for someone else. I would keep it for myself because it's a really nice pen that you've got there, and that's included with every timepiece. We're going to go to where we began, as I say, with the Navigator timepiece. I'm going to go for what's been your favourite, and that's the red option that we've got for you. Lots to talk about here.
And this is brand new tonight, so it's first time you'll see it, first time in the UK anyone has seen it. And when you look at this watch, you're thinking here about the 24 cities of the world and the ability to be able to see what time it is across those cities by virtue of where you might be at the current time. So wherever, you know, say you actually are living in Paris, you would set it to the Paris time, and then you'd be able to see the time in Dhaka or in Sydney or in Tokyo or wherever you want to go. But that's one of the talking points. The other thing about it is this is a genuine Swan and Edgar watch that has 163 parts and 20 joules. So of course, at an automatic movement, it's going to work through kinetic energy. You're not going to need any quartz batteries or anything like that. You've got a design that is limited in numbers, so you'll be unlikely to meet anyone else when you go to your nightclub or wherever you might be heading off later on this evening. Yes, I'm sure the night is early for many people.
I don't think there's anywhere else.
And I'm sure there are.
I'm sure we could find somewhere. Yes. I don't think I'd wear a nice watch like this.
First layer leathers in that burgundy red with a little bit of additional stitching to it as well. That's going to age in a lovely way and be a beautiful patterner to the watch. The watch itself weighing about 90 grams, because it's got a leather strap to it. Very classic in terms of design. But the standout feature is the world timer part of it.
And the colour, I mean, the colour here in the red, absolutely stunning. Now remember, when you do want to change the world timer, you've got this little crown at 10 o'clock. You just spin that round and it'll move the world timer to wherever you will be. We're now approaching towards 3 a.m, aren't we? That's gone really quickly actually today.
It certainly has.
Flown by, hasn't it? Oh, we've been hugely busy. That's your red option. We also have it in the black as well for you. The red's been busiest, but the black's been busy as well. $309.99 is our will go up to price. $708, 48, 48, 48. And if you've never shopped with us before, you can still take advantage of FlexiPay and spread the cost interest free. As long as you've got a credit or a debit card, you're over the age of 18. You can shop with us as long as you've got that UK-based address as well. Now, this is another item that it wasn't on our running order. We always have lots more timepieces available on the website, but lots of you have found this and gone for it. Now, it comes in 2 colourways. It comes in a silver or a gold. We're busy on both of them.
Which is the most popular?
The most popular is the silver.
Right.
So the silver way with that lovely blue contrast on the face. Milanese strap that you've got here. This is the Bolt Racer. I think the price is spectacular.
Again, a bonkers price, under
Bonkers.
100, anything under £100 for an automatic watch,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, is a bonkers price,
Crazy.
quite honestly, because you've got a 5-year warranty. Divide, you know, £100 by 5
Divided
years.
by 5. We'll
You
get
know,
Jess to
£20
work
a
that
year,
in the
you know,
gallery.
so yeah, 50p a week or something for an automatic watch. Look at that. You've got those concentric circles. There's got the what we call gouloche detail in the middle of that watch as well, and I can't believe the price again. And the bezel, which is a burnished finish, it's screwed down bezel, so you've got that 3-part case to the watch, 45mm case size, 15mm deep, with a Milanese strap. I mean, design-wise, it's a Swan and Edgar special to have these designs, and I think, you know, if you're looking at something that other people are not going to have, or most unlikely to have, then that's why the Bolt really does tick the box.
Now, we were talking before, ladies or gents, I think, at this size, I think it's a really nice size for the ladies as well.
Indeed.
And really readable. We often talk about ladies'
Yeah.
watches, they're so tiny. You can't
And not only
read the
that,
time.
but so many manufacturers, I'm afraid, make their watches too complicated, especially the cases of the watches, so you can't actually tell the time very easily.
Right.
These ones are what I just call readable.
Readable,
You
yeah.
can actually...
So that's your gold option. Again, the finish with that screw down around the outside, that makes me think of a very expensive brand.
And even a little bit of etching around the crystal. I can't believe that that can be included in this price as well.
$94.99 with FlexiPay and free delivery at checkout, and you're still getting that complimentary gift. You're still getting that pen included. 941779. Just choose your colourway.
It's really crisp as well, isn't it?
It's lovely, isn't it?
That reminds me, that colours of my old slide rule at school.
Oh
Years
my
ago.
goodness, yeah.
Yeah, I know that
I know
most
what you
of you
mean.
are far too young to remember slide rules, but
I
for
don't
those
know
of
what
you
you
that
mean.
remember the slide rules, that definitely reminds
What's
me
the
of
slide rule I'm hearing in my ear? What
Yes,
is a
I'm sure
slide
that
rule?
Jess is saying
And
that.
I'm exactly the same. I've no idea what it is. 941779 is your item number. If you want to go for the Bolt Racer, they're less than £95. Now, we've got less than half an hour left. This is flying by.
Time flies when you're doing watches.
Well, it does, doesn't it? It certainly does. Now, this next piece is an ambassador in design. It's a limited edition once again, but this is the automatic version.
Yeah.
Now, we only have it in the black finish. I'm going to show you the back of the watch first of all, because you can see the inner workings. This is the automatic workings, isn't it?
That's right. You can see the rotor there. So that spins. Can you give it a little spin? Maybe it will move around. Well, you can see it moving slightly. So that's how John Harwood, back in Bolton in 1924, came up with the idea of charging a watch by using kinetic energy. This watch is a Swan and Edgar icon. It's got that curvature of the tonneau. Tonneau is French for barrel, by the way, just in case anyone's wondering. It's a deep watch. It's 45 by 43 millimeters in size. It's a substantial timepiece. We used to call this a little minor beast of a watch. It's quite heavy. It weighs over 200 grams. So that's 8 ounces or half a pound in old money. I went to the butcher the other day and asked for things in pounds. You can do that again.
Can you?
Apparently so.
I love that.
Yes. So not that they still do it in ounces, sorry, in
They'll do it either way.
whatever it is. But anyway, look at the finish there. Look, the Louvre.
We lost you there for a minute.
No, because I was going into this reverie about thinking about my butcher and the fact that he was saying now that dog bones
Oh, here we go.
do not come for free anymore.
No.
You know, he said, you know, the dog bones cost money, so he charges dog owners bonkers.
Bonkers
Really.
again.
Again.
It's a lot of bonkersness.
That's my word for tonight.
It
Yes.
is. Now, this is the limited edition ambassador, remember. It's an automatic version, a stainless steel in that lovely black and rose gold, $124.99. and you will get the pen included. £31.25 on your first of 4 payments and free delivery at checkout. Now, we've got lots of accessories available on the show for you. Take a little look at some of these. This is the Connoisseur's watch cloth. Brilliant for cleaning your watches. Again, it gives them that perfect finish. When you get fingerprints and marks on your timepieces, this will bring them up like new. It's only £4.95. If you're going for any timepiece tonight, I would add that in. You can also use it on bracelet and crystal that you can see there. 480673 is your item number for our watch cloth. The other item that we have that's great is the Connoisseur's Watch Care Essential Gift Set. I can say that because I've got this. It's brilliant. It comes with a little cleaning liquid in there for other bits of jewellery. You're getting the cloth that I just talked about in there as well. It's just £16.99 for that. 946865 if you want to add it in. Again, if you're adding it in with a timepiece, you'll get 4 flexes and you'll get free delivery because you're over £75. If you do spend over £75, you do get free delivery with us here at Ideal World. Take a look at everything that we've got on the show. We've got that brand new limited edition Navigator. We've got Milanese straps available for you. I'm just going to check in on the tourbillon as we pass there. That amazing open heart tourbillon is a super limited edition. However, in the green, there are more of you trying to buy it than we have remaining. So do check out. Do confirm your orders, whatever colourway you're going for. We've sold a massive amount of tourbillons. We only had 6 in each colour and they've nearly all gone. Lots of them already in people's shopping baskets. So at this stage in the evening, I would say if you want that design, please check it out. However, if you've got it in a basket and you don't want it, please let it go because there's probably more people trying to buy it than we have remaining. We've got some fabulous time-limited offers for the show only. The price on this one will go up after the show. Now, this is the Art Deco. We go from Milanese straps and stainless steel straps to a beautiful silicone strap here. And I love, even before we talk about the watch, the strap itself is stunning, isn't it?
Yeah, it's this tire tread finish, which was originally featured in Baselworld, I think, in the late 70s with a very high-end designer. But now it's very much, it goes with the sporty look. And silicone straps, you'll see there's some really famous manufacturers that are zeroing in on silicone strap. Right. Incidentally, at these very high price points, when they're charging for silicone strap, it's exactly the same price as a stainless steel strap.
Funny,
so
isn't
it
that
is,
strange?
you know, but that's just pricing power of these big brands. With this particular watch, you've got the day-night indicator at 6, which I particularly love as a feature. I'm trying to ignore the price, and I'm not going to say the B word, but it is, in fact, a very, very silly price underneath £100 for this automatic Swan Edgar limited edition watch with 163 parts and 20 jewels with the mineral glass to it as well, and all those little design features you can see.
And the price is £94.99, but only until the end of the show. The price will go back up at the end of the show. £94.99, £23.75 on your first of 4 interest-free payments and free delivery at checkout. It's not just the watch you're going to get; you're also going to get that fabulous pen included. I can't believe I'm saying it. And everything does come beautifully boxed. I don't want you to think you won't get a box with it. We're on single figures now. Single figures remaining on this one.
Rotating bezel on that watch as well. Give it a twiddle, Shaun.
Give it a little twiddle.
So it's got. So we demonstrate that it is actually.
Oh, I've got really greasy hands.
No, I just. It's got to that time of night. Let me have it.
Oh, he's got it.
No, yes, it is. It is a rotating
I've got
bezel.
really greasy hands.
No, I was thinking that
Now you thought you'd got it wrong.
I got it wrong, yeah. But it is a rotating bezel, so.
It did rotate.
It did rotate.
You will also get the complimentary payment included. £94.99, 585325. Limited offer, time limited or stock limited. It's now in single figures if you want to go for that. I'm just going to dry my hands under the desk. Now, another item that's time limited for the show.
And this doesn't have a rotating bezel.
Thank goodness for that. Is this one. Now, this is your Pioneer sports watch. Brilliant price at £99.99. Stainless steel strap on this. Limited edition, automatic. That's a lot of watch.
It's a really substantial watch. It's got that pure stainless steel strap to it, and it has that beautiful kind of Panerai finish, 163 part, 20 jewels, 45mm case size, mineral glass, of course, engineered strap, fits larger case sizes. As I pointed out throughout the show, if you fumble a bit with adjusting a watch, you don't like those tiny little crowns that some of the watches have got. This has got a nice substantial crown you can actually grab to change the date or set the time correctly. So that's a little bonus feature I think is useful.
Really is. But it's a lovely dress watch as well,
Little
isn't it?
piston pushers, little bits of design there from the Swan team. Always get it perfect.
And let's just recap, in case anyone's just joined us, Swan and Edgar, I mean, started with a department store.
Yeah, it started with a department store in 1812, traded for over 150 years, and now reborn, the phoenix from the ashes, through the 4 generations of the Field family, James Fields being the managing director of the company now. And these Swan and Edgars are limited edition watches designed by a boutique team in London, and every one of them is a really considered design. And the thing I like about Swan and Edgar's designs is that they're simple, readable and elegant.
Yeah, but really unique designs as well. Not really the watch that everyone's going to be wearing, because they are limited editions that we bring you at less than £100. This is brilliant. 848248 is your item number. Remember, that is a time limited offer for the show. So if you want to get that at that price, now is the time to get hold of it. There's so much available on the show for you.
I'm just having a look at the stopwatch function because it's actually working.
Ah, you see.
So that's good.
I set it off earlier.
Yeah, you set it off earlier. And I think that's really good because that is the standout feature of this. It actually has that chronograph function to it. Yeah. And it has a Seiko movement to it as well.
This is important, isn't it, with this one? It's a mechanical quartz watch with the most amazing movement that's very well known in much more expensive
Well, it's an
pieces.
industry secret in some ways, really, that many of these really quite expensive names put the Seiko hybrid movement. If you go on the forums, you'll know that this movement, it's a VK63 movement, is really the bee's knees, because Seiko claim 20 seconds a month accuracy, which is really phenomenal. They also claim a 3-year battery life in normal use, which is a long time for a quartz watch. The quartz watches allow this particular ambassador to be slimmer as well. It's 13.5mm deep. Still got that curved mineral glass protecting the watch itself. And a really chunky bracelet weighing 170 grams. It's not as heavy as the automatic movement because the automatic movement's got a lot more parts inside it.
More weight to it, yeah.
And I mean, as everyone knows, you know, automatic movements cost more to manufacture. It's just a fact of life.
This should be our usual price of £220. It comes down to £139.99. You will get that pen included. You've got 4 flexes. You've got free delivery at checkout. But stock-wise, I'm just going to check what we've got remaining on this because we've been really busy on this one as well. Single figures, 956388 is your item number if you want to go for the limited edition ambassador with that special mechanical quartz Seiko movement that we've got on that one. It's so much more impressive in real life, that watch, when you see it and you get it on your wrist. And that's what I'd urge you to do with everything that we're showing you. Get them home, try them on. You've got free delivery at checkout. You've got nothing to lose to get these home and try them. Everything will come beautifully boxed for you in that stunning Swan and Edgar packaging that you see there. It'll either be in this box or it'll be in a even more opulent box, depending, especially if you go for the tourbillon. That comes in amazing packaging. Next up, however, we're going to take a look at another Milanese strap that we've got for you. 2 colorways to choose from. You've got the silver or you've got the rose gold options here. This is the Noble automatic watch with that Milanese mesh strap. The pen is your complimentary gift. We'll go up to £299.99. It's down to £129.99. Free delivery at checkout. If you ever spend over £75 with us here at Ideal World, you will get that free delivery at checkout. The rose gold is in the lead in this particular timepiece. Tell us all about the Noble.
So the special thing about this is this 8-section.
Throwing that one away.
Let's just throw the watches. You know. Don't worry, they have 5-year warranty. We'll find, you know. But this has got this 8-section bezel to it. That's not the worst I've seen, by the way. So
We saved it. It's fine.
We did. It was very
If you
good.
hadn't have pointed it out, no one would have noticed.
No, but we're at that time of night where we can have a little bit of banter, I think. Look at that beautiful watch there. And what I like is the 8-section spiral design around the bezel, which is really, really, really unusual. And the amount of work going on inside the watch itself. So you've got little hints of green, of red on the two watches. It's 163 parts and 20 jewels. The Cyclops eye, so you can actually tell the time. 45 millimeters case size. Milanese strap, shark proof, of course, but not diver proof. Very, very comfortable. Originally invented in the 13th century in Milan for chainmail, and became very much an icon of the 60s and 70s, and now reprised by Swan and Edgar in the 2023s. And this is the first time we've seen it on this channel.
And that's what I mean, we've had lots of newness tonight and lots of items that have only been released quite recently, haven't we?
And look at the little detail, little screw there at between the 7 and 8 o'clock. It's just a little detail to make it different. And that's what Swan and Edgar are really good at doing. Putting in these things that you notice. When you get your watch home, you'll start to notice things about it and all the little details. And, you know, Swan and Edgar, the attention to detail is phenomenal.
And like you often say about talking points when it comes to a timepiece, the world got to price on this one, £300, £299.99. It's down to £129.99. That's your rose gold with the black, but the silver colourway is a really different with that pop of green.
I like the green, this kind of bottle green or olive green, and it's got that silken look. Now, one thing about Swan and Edgar when they had these royal warrants is the kings and queens of they used to love their horse racing. So the racing silks will be one of the things that they would seek. And Swan and Edgar as a department store used to supply a lot of not just royalty, but sports figures with these colourways. And so you're seeing that there. And
you can really see that
design is just really quite inspirational.
In that green, that is that silk, isn't it? You can see it. 960-951, just £32.50 on your first of 4 interest-free payments on that one. If you want to use FlexiPay, it's available to you. I will go up to price almost £300. Still busy across everything we're showing you. Go to the web, all the W's, idealworld.tv. You'll see everything we've got for you. Brand new items, including the limited edition Navigator that we've got for you. The tourbillon, if you've got it in a basket, let it go, as the song goes. I would say that because there are more people trying to buy it than we have remaining. That's been so popular on the show. And so do let it go if you don't actually want it and you've got it in a basket. We've also looked at the race line that you see there. Lots of limited editions. The beautiful ladies' timepieces available, including the Crown and the Bliss. And don't forget those 2 watches right at the bottom of our list that you're going to see right there next to the cleaning cloth. The prices will go up after the show. So if you want either of those, get them now while they're at those massively reduced prices. However, we started with this next timepiece that we're going to show you now, a limited edition, the Navigator that we've got for you. It's an automatic watch with a leather strap with that complimentary gift. The complimentary gift is the pen, and it's a really great gift, this. It's a really substantial pen that sits beautifully in the hand. It's beautifully weighted, it writes really well. That comes in a separate gift box included with every timepiece we show you tonight. Everything will come with this also, a 5-year warranty card. All the instructions for your warranty are on the reverse of that card, and it'll show you how to activate your 5-year warranty, and everything will come beautifully gift boxed for you as well in the Swan and Edgar branded gift boxing. So the Navigator.
So this is brand new this evening. It is it's a classic 163 part 20 jewel movement from Swan and Edgar, 45 millimeter case size and 40 millimeters deep. Of course, it's finished in IP rose gold with the first layer of robe, and you'll look at the fact you've got those sub-dials there, the day, date, month and 60-second timer and the Cyclops eye. These are additional complications in the watch. And this is a £300 watch, which is coming tonight at this special Ideal World price.
Spectacular price. Introductory price because it's brand new. £129.99 is the price. You've got 4 flexes. You've got free delivery at checkout. £32.50 is all you've got to pay on your first of 4 interest-free payments. Available in the red or in the black. Again, it's a different watch completely.
The black is a classic understated watch. It's something that black as a dial colour is one of the most popular colours on the planet, and no pun intended with the planet being on display there. And with that rose gold alternative to it, it kind of works quite well with a black strap. So for the evening, you know, with your dress suit or with your, you know, darker clothing, this works really well. And the red, of course, is a more of a standout colour. So it's horses for courses. Choose the watch that actually gets you excited.
I started off with the black in mind on that one, but the red has been so popular, and I think I've changed my mind. Imagine that, if you're on holiday, having a red strap and that red detail, I think that's brilliant. Against a crisp white shirt or a polo shirt, I think it's going to look fabulous. Brilliant price on this, £129.99. And with your flexi pays, £32.50, with your free delivery, with your complimentary pen, all included at a fabulous price for you today. 5-year warranties. Just to remind you, everything is everything is hand assembled as well.
It is hand assembled and limited in number. Each watch traceable back to the watchmakers that made them, and in that way we are able to have the 5-year warranty and etc. 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 This is the Ambassador Automatic, which is really a flagship watch from Swan & Edgar. We very rarely have these. Because they're limited editions, we can only make very small numbers of them. As an automatic, you can see the rotor arm in the back, which powers the watch. That's how an automatic works. This weighs 8 ounces, so it's a nice chunky size of watch. It stands out on the wrist because, in fact, it's quite a deep 16 millimeters in terms of the depth, and 45 millimeters in terms of the size of that that tonneau case size.
And I love that style, that tonneau design that you can see there. The black finish to the strap, the rose gold pop that you really get there, and it sits beautifully on the wrist, whatever wrist size you've got. It sits really nice on the wrist. It is an automatic in the Ambassador and in that beautiful black and rose gold finish. £124.99, £31.25 on your first of 4 interest-free payments, and free delivery across the board because you're spending over £75. You will get that complimentary gift. The pen will be included with everything we've shown you. As far as the timepieces go, we've been busy on every item that we've shown you on the show. It's lovely having your company. If you've got anything in a basket now, we've got about 10 minutes remaining on our live. No, less than 10 minutes. 8 minutes. 8 minutes
this
remaining.
Is so sad because we could talk about tourbillons all night.
Now, this next item we could. When we first talked about it before the show, I was talking about the movement and the various different types of watches that carry this movement. Can be so many thousands of pounds. We've got a tourbillon for £1,099.99. It's very important that we talk about the movement, but the whole experience of this watch, it'll come in an outer casing, an outer cardboard box. You take this box out of there, you open up that clasp, and then you look inside at a timepiece with the most spectacular heritage, but that timepiece has the most spectacular movement.
It's the finish of the watch that really is special. Of course, it's got sapphire crystal, it's got 316 stainless steel, that's what you expect. But now we have this great close-up, courtesy of Chris, of the center of this watch. It's beautiful, and you're looking here at about 80 parts moving in perfect harmony. At the left-hand side, you can see the wheel moving there, which is controlling the movement itself. Pallet forks as well, a little sapphire, not a sapphire, a little ruby in the middle. That's what Breguet did way back in 1801, but he couldn't do it to this level of perfection because he didn't have the technology at the time. Breguet himself has escaped the chop in 1795 during the Terror because he was a protector of one of the revolutionaries, and he became George III's watchmaker. Anyway, enough of that. This is space green. The colour here is reminiscent of your space tourist going up and looking at the difference between night and day as you're in the stratosphere at 70. The design of this watch, it's a Swan & Edgar special because it is just a minimalist, sublime design with those beautiful leaf hands to the watch, the sculpted nature. You can look right now and see how that 316 stainless steel is sculpted. It's just like a Michelangelo coming to life here. And then you'll look at the back of the watch, and there are another work of art, the work of 30 watchmakers in harmony, 450 processes, 322 parts. You can see the 42-hour power reserve on the right-hand side. That is, in fact, the mainspring of the watch. So the whole thing is a considered and beautiful item that's the pinnacle of any watch collection.
Really is, but you've got to be quick if you want to get this. The stock that we had, absolutely flown. You've loved it. The green, very, very busy. These could be your last opportunities on the show to get it. And the red option, the red, David?
Is Magma Red.
Magma Red. Indeed it is. Look.
Shepherd Sunset is what we called it, but it got surpassed by the eloquence of the Ideal World fraternity. And now
am I part of that fraternity?
Yes, of course you are.
Thank goodness.
Magma Red. It's a very exclusive club.
Very exclusive.
Indeed.
I'm
and
honoured.
you will be part of an exclusive club.
You will if you go for
Should you
this.
actually acquire this Emperor of Watches.
Oh, spectacular. 894148. If you want the tourbillon, now is the time to get it in your basket if it's still there and check it out. Blue, green or red with that amazing movement, with all the heritage, all the history. You've got to be quick. Now, we are running out of time. We're running out of timepieces. Never mind time. This next piece, the silver, is already in single figures on this silver option if you want to go for this.
It's the colour. I think that's what's really resonating
Beautiful silver
with our
strap.
audience tonight.
But you've also got that gorgeous colourway on the inside of the timepiece. This is why I think we're so busy across everything. Those stories that come behind all these pieces.
There's inspiration of Silverstone and Le Mans and Brands Hatch in terms of Swan & Edgar's heritage, also providing kit to the drivers in the beginning of the 20th century. And, you know, we're in the Formula One season right now, so motor racing is top of mind. And this has got all that motoring heritage, sort of nods to the past, and the fact that you've got that tire tread bezel with a little bit of red underlining. You've got the checkered flag that's shown there, the Swan & Edgar London, which is establishing the boutique brand, the sweep of the second hand that says it's an automatic watch, coming up now to nearly 3 o'clock in the morning. Of course, you don't have the hours because you actually have the seconds and the minutes depicted there, and a tachymeter around the bezel of the watch. It's a beautiful design, and I think, again, only a month old.
$299.99 is our will go up to price. $129.99 is our price this evening, but you don't even have to pay that with FlexiPay. You can spread the cost interest-free on those 4 payments, $32.50 on your first of 4 payments, with free delivery at checkout and a complimentary gift. You will get the pen included with your purchase with any timepiece this morning. 960776 is your item number, whether it's the rose gold that we're looking at now or that silver option. We are nearly out of time. I would urge you right now, if you've got anything in a basket, check the basket out. The tourbillon in particular, very low in stock, whatever colour you're going for. If you've got it in a basket, check it out. That complimentary gift that comes with everything is the beautiful pen that you see there. Beautifully weighted, it sits in the palm of the hand just right. That will come with every single timepiece that we show you this evening. A 5-year warranty and beautifully gift boxed as well, every timepiece we've shown you. However, we're going to end where we began with our brand new piece, the Navigator, which is a world timer. It's a limited edition. It's an automatic watch in a leather strap. It comes in a red or a black option. Should be $309.99. down to £129.99. Tell us all about it.
So this is a great talking point because you've got 24 cities around the peripheral of this watch. As you can see, London's going up to 3 o'clock and Mexico is 2100 hours. So you've got this great way of traveling the world and keeping up to date with the time zones at the flick of this crown that Shaun is elegantly turning to 3 o'clock as we reach 3 o'clock with this particular watch right now. In addition, you can see the subdials there telling you the date, the month and the day. So you've got complications of this watch as well.
Two different items to go for. The red or the black are your options. 961 656. Beautifully boxed with the pen included. 129.99 and 4 flexes for you to spread the cost interest free, saving £180 on our Will Go Up to price. That is brand new today. You will get your pen included, you will get your gift box. We're out of time.
We are. It's been a whirlwind of a show,
Hasn't
a
it been a
tourbillon
joy?
of a show.
A tourbillon of a show.
It
Speaking
has.
of which, tourbillon, if you've got it in a basket, do check it out. Speaking of everything, anything you've got in a basket, don't miss out on the colour and the style and the design you want to go for. Last reminder, 961656 for your navigator. Thank you so much, David.
Thank you so much, Shaun. Our
Lovely.
first time together.
Our first
Yes.
time for a 3-hour show. Do join us next time. Don't go anywhere. You can keep shopping with us here at Ideal World. All the W's, idealworld.tv is the easiest way to shop.
Dad, it's Mum.
They want us to ID the body here.
What's she doing on the Isle of Man?